As Ranking Member on Emergency Communications, Preparedness, and Response Subcommittee, and also a member of Cybersecurity with my colleague here from New York, Ms. Clark, I have a documented interest in ensuring that Science and Technology Directorate effectively meet the needs of first responders. Today we will hear from Dr. Griffin on Science and Technology Directorate's efforts to better meet the needs of first responders like others on this panel. Yet I equally am concerned, as Mr. Bilrakis has just stated, of FEMA's failure in its decline to appear and testify before us today. Discussing FEMA's role in ensuring that our first responders have the equipment they need to respond to disasters safely and effectively should be a priority for all of us. In previous hearings, this committee has joined with the Government Accountability Office and the Department of Homeland Security's Inspector General to raise appropriate questions about S&T's efforts to meet the responsibilities to the first responder community. Before 2009, concerns were brought to the Directorate regarding the inadequate conduct of adequate outreach for first responders in the community. It was noted before 2009 that S&T had not identified the needs of first responders. If a system to identify needs does not exist, then the assignment of priorities certainly cannot be done in a meaningful way. Equally, last November, the Undersecretary O'Toole appeared before the Subcommittee on Cybersecurity to discuss her efforts to reorganize S&T and to put it on the right track. At that same time, she informed us of her efforts to establish a first responder group to identify the priorities of the first responders community and to allocate appropriate resources accordingly. Further, the Undersecretary was made aware of and had discussed herself the improvements in the mechanisms that she had established to ensure that taxpayer dollars are used effectively about the effect of budget cuts that would occur on S&T's first responder activities. The Undersecretary was candid with this committee about the impacts of the congressional budget cuts that would allow S&T to address only 2 or 3 of the 11 first responder priorities identified by the National Academy of Public Administration. It's unfortunate that as S&T is working to become more responsive to the needs of first responders, Congress is significantly reducing its ability to do so by cutting its funding. Today, as the Appropriations Committee on Homeland Security marks up the department's budget, I think it's important to bear in mind how S&T's budgets affects its ability to work to get things done and to ensure that S&T has the proper infrastructure to invest the money necessary that we have deemed in this committee. Although S&T has made progress since 2009, more must be done to fully carry out the R&D strategies and to fully implement the evaluation metrics. I'm also eager to hear from representatives of the first responder community about their technology needs and whether they feel the department has effectively solicited and responded to their input. Current challenges do exist, and we need to make sure that they're removed. I look forward to the testimony today, and I yield back the balance of my time.